Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Will Is podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, I promise you, this is a show that I'm going to be extremely excited about. I promise you. I'm excited right now. Do you see the title? You see the title of the show. You know what the show title is. The Global Melanated Suppressor Show. So you know I'm coming with some heat, firepower solutions, and also a way forward for us melanated folk and for us less melanated folks today. You understand? Yeah, we about to put everybody in the pressure cooker. Yeah, it's that time. It's that time for us to really meet each other. You understand? So let me get my shit together here today because I don't see it here. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get my banners and my signatures. You know what I'm saying? That make me feel like I got to put on a hell of a show. So that's what's going to happen tonight. So, we're going to hit you with some whip moments. We're going to make sure we get some music playing tonight for sure, because we're going to need something to cool me off. I promise you. I'm putting y'all motherfuckers in the pressure cooker. We going into the pressure cooker tonight. That's what's going to happen for real. Like a motherfucker. Yes, it's about to go down. Yeah, it is. See what kind of music we got. Yeah, I can dig with that. Check it out. Let's get to it. Yeah, we about to get to it. We ain't gonna stall you out no longer. It's happening. Let me get this right. Okay. There we go. I have a particular way that I like to, guys. Everybody got their quirks, Everyone got their quirks. So saw a few of mine. But anyway, check it out. Let's get to the first whip moment. Yeah, like I told you, I come out the gate pretty fucking hot. I don't waste no times. I don't play no games. So we coming out the gate hot. Check it out. Let me get the title for you once again, as you can see. Oh, this is the wrong title. Wait a minute. Let me change that real quick. Y'all are looking at the wrong title. That's a previous show. Let me edit this real quick. Let me get that out the way. Hold on. Let me just spell it out. Let me just change it physically. Oh, man. All right, let's do this. Yeah. We're going to do it like that. But let me copy that too. Let me go and grab that real quick so when I put the show out. Yeah, I do my own work. Don't nobody do no work. I do my work. Me and my wife, you know what I'm saying? Super squad of two. Check it out. Facts are facts. The Global Melanated Suppressor Show. First whip moment is facts or facts. Facts or facts. What do you mean by that, Dignity? I mean, we have a lot of disturbed, distorted, destructive people globally, and most of them are melanated. It's sad, but when you start picking fights with people, and you start talking and starting shit that you should not do, because that's really what we should not be doing in the first place. It's not kind of a thing. It should never be a thing. I hope you understand that. Understand me well. Check it out. Facts are facts because I showed you. I've shown you If you look at my shows, if you check the Will This podcast out, I've shown you my DNA. I've shown you so many things. I'm gonna get more to doing. But if you follow me and you understand where I'm coming from, you see that I'm always in the game. I'm always showing you. I'm always trying to educate, entertain as well. It's dope shit. It's a dope thing to do. But facts are facts, ladies and gentlemen. You can say what the fuck you want. Check my previous shows out, because I got to do part 1 of Moon. The indigenous. I move my books around. Give me a second. You know what everybody was chasing? One more. Yep. We're going to get into some studies tonight. Uh-oh. Check it out. First is the Promised Land. Oh, America is the true old world, volume 2. The Promised Land. And why everybody want to come here? What the world knew. Why were we made the target, the absolute target for the whole world to see? We were the target. They came here for God, glory, and gold. But when you find out the black indigenous, the melanated, oh, they look like, oh my God. Let me tell you what, damn, that book downstairs. Let me read, let me get to it. I wanted to make a point, but I can make a shit ton of them in this one. So let me get to it. Let's get to the contents. Okay. All right. Here we go. Chapter 1. Ancient Mesopotamia was in the Americas. Ancient Put was in South America. Ancient Ethiopia was in the Americas. The ancient kingdom of Ghana was in the Americas. The reason why ancient Egypt was in the Americas. Timbuktu and the kingdom of Mali, the serpent and symbol of free energy, medicine, and spiritual uplifting. The Americas is Grenada, Israel, the Promised Land. Ancient Greek and the ancient Rome was in the Americas. Didn't I tell you how there was a relationship that everybody had with the Americas? Everybody knew this where the knowledge came from, and all of the fighting was in the East because of the human boiler. You had a human problem over there. Everybody fucking everybody. Everybody got these ideas. Everybody got these strange ass ideas. You wanted to take the West. You wanted to take the West. Why follow them when they can just take it? Who is the more suitable person to do it? Well, the European, of course. Well, we kind of set them up with that ideology by not doing away with them. Melanated skin is needed to survive in Terraria. In the whole world, one of the piece of time married. What if Karma is Ty-Mary's sister? And she says, that's why Karma's a bitch, because everybody rapes Ty-Mary. The gods, the land of the gods. You say it so much, the land of the gods, but you damn sure don't treat the godly people here that way. What a conundrum. What an oxymoron. So the people that are of the godly nature and color of the gods, by the way, the perfect black, the association of what dark melanin actually means and how you got the rest of the world, even the big old continent of Africa, where the European came from, they saved your life. Your African fathers and mothers saved your life, child. They saved you. They're your parents. The African is the European parent. Your name, Europa, comes from a black woman, a black goddess. Europa was a black goddess. That's what your name, that's what you get your name from. But look how you treat your mother and your father. Do you see why Blanco White, 13th century, the reason why what your daddies and your mothers wrote about you? They said these people don't tell the truth. Our children are just bastardly. They'll do anything for power. We're going to give it to them too. And we're going to let them see what they're going to do with it. And when you don't understand how robbing and thieving and killing and distorting and destroying is not the way, the world is going to let you know. Because at once upon a time, they were capitulant with you. And they thought you were just like you felt about Trump. See, nobody thought Trump could be the president of the United States. He proved everybody wrong. The whole world he proved wrong. The whole world. The whole world. Donald Trump said, yes, I will be the president of the United States again. And he made a way. Because everybody doubted him. He kind of flew up under the radar on some real shit. But he didn't. It was in plain sight. See, a lot of people want to be intelligent because they're only intelligent at doing one thing. And that's what they were trained to do. You don't have a multitude of skill sets because you're not that skilled. So when you're trained to be a politician, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Just that. One-dimensional people cannot run the world. You can't just have a one line, one B line, seeing things your way, and that's just how the fuck it go, and that's it. I just see it this way. That's it. That lets you know you have no experience. Your DNA is too new, and you are a child that should be still in the stages of learning how to be something. But you took the advantages of truth, kindness, integrity, origin, chronology. You took every single element of good and created a conundrum, a lie, a big formidable lie to tie your puzzles together, because lies have no roots and neither do you. Let me explain. Okay. Let's go to here. Pyramids in America. Chapter 5. 12 reasons why ancient Egypt was in the Americas. Greetings to the chapter gives you 12 reasons ancient Egyptians was the Americans. And some of my friends, this is not new information, because myself and others have demonstrated that the Americas in ancient Egypt, aka Old Egypt. Oh, wow. Haven't I told you this before? Let me keep on continuing with reading so I can tie this in together so you understand. Egypt is associated with pyramids. Egypt is associated with pyramids. However, the most pyramids and the oldest pyramids are in the Americas. There are more pyramids in North America than all of Africa combined. Again, I love you. There are more pyramids in North America than all of Africa combined. Now, when we include the pyramids of Central and South America, it is not even a contest of anymore. America is the true old world. Two, ancient Egypt was a global advanced civilization. Egypt was a global advanced civilization, and it had proven the Americas is Atlantis in the origins of it, in the ancient Egyptian civilization. We love ancient Egypt, but it was the offspring of the previous advanced ancient civilization called Atlantis. Therefore, and was ancient civilization that we see all over the world with pyramids, symbols of Atlantis, mummification, serpent worship, and etc. If you have read Volume 1 of the American True Old World, you already know the information. However, just for convenience, this man showed images. Amun Chavez LB. It's the author. Now check it out. Show you some more visuals. Yeah, you must know. You must know. you must know these things. Ancient Memphis was in the Americas. Based upon evidence, Memphis, Tennessee, and ancient Memphis, because ancient Egypt, god Ptah, and his capital city of Luxor. It's from the Americas, and since the Americas is the true old world. Also, we must factor in pyramids and mounds in Memphis built along the mighty Mississippi River, aka Nile River in the west, as further evidence that Memphis, Tennessee was ancient Memphis. Lower Egypt was in North America. The ancient pyramid, the ancient Egyptian god Ptah is from the Americas. Yes, Ptah. The pre-dynastic Egyptian Atlantean god is from the Americas because the territory of Ptah, Utah, Judah territory, which has covered Mexico and several states, California, Utah, Nevada, Arizona, Texas, and parts of the Oklahoma. Additionally, Ptah was also chief god of Memphis, Tennessee, which is also the Americas, as been proven above. Utah was named after pre-dynastic Atlantean Egyptian god Ptah. Utah, Ptah, is basically an older form of Egyptian god Osiris, the author, Osiris, the author. Oh my gosh. The state of Utah was named after the Egyptian god Ptah. This is very evident too, because all they did is change the letter P into U and hide the facts. Okay. We're gonna give you more of that book. We're gonna keep cooking, but we got another book to share. And we also got more whip moments. You understand? Please understand me. I got you. All right. That's why Pan-Africanism was never a good, valid ideology. There was no checking. There was no real history. There was no real foundation. Because you're not talking about, no, what you're doing is you're mirroring and mimicking. Mirroring and mimicking. And then putting your story out before mine because you follow the Caucasian mindset. He's more African than me. The Caucasian male and woman is far more African than the Black American. Not the ones that are here though. They are shit. They are. Do you understand that Caucasians were also sent through a ethnogenesis? The ones that ain't been in power, but the ones that maintain the white complexion just to get a little breadcrumbs or a little butter biscuits or something. All that shit. America is anew. You understand what that means? It's the only place on the planet that's this unique. Those are the facts. Yep, that's the facts. Only place on the planet is unique, and also it's a few others, but they are far more unwelcome because they are the people of color in those areas are not indigenous like the American Indians that stayed in their own country and won and were lied to and were treated less than. in their natural national state of land. This is what you would call a crime of humanity that the world agreed upon. Crime of humanity that the world co-signed upon, especially West Africa, which is why, yeah, there is a separation. There is some sort, there's a connection, definitely. But the disconnect is when you act as if you don't know who I am anymore. And you put yourself in a position to put yourself above me. You all should be ashamed. Africa, I'm not talking to all of you. You beautiful homelanders that love your country, I love you too. Because I promise you, every pure African that I've met, we have nothing but love for each other because we have nothing. We don't broke bread. Shout out to Yao, my brother Yao. Shout out to Akeem. Shout out to my people in my neighborhood. Shout out to people I mess with. Shout out. You're not a teller. You're a foreigner, but you're not a teller. You don't hate me. You love me just like I love you. But it's something about a wicked person that wants to go to another foreign land and rule, and they got that colonizing mind and mindset, and it's taught to you. So it's a lot of nations, and there are a lot of uncoverings that need to be done because everybody what they wanted. They wanted a taste of God, glory, and gold. So the story that was actually told on the Ameri Indian, they so nice, kind, sweet, beautiful people, loving. They don't even lie to you. You can hurt them and they would literally cry like a child. You can hurt their feelings and it really hurts their feelings. They are like that. They're stupid. Oh, shit. So you equate love, genuine kindness, welcome, peaceful. You equate with stupid, dumb. Let anybody come in your house. I don't even want to read this no more. I'm going to do it another night, but I got something else to tell y'all. So if you're going to come here for God, glory, and gold, including you, Siberian, yeah, white man soul, including you. You came over here and learned all these lessons. Got all these lessons. You came over here to Siberia. You came and took my birthright, and you're going to sit up here and tell me you got the nerve to be mad at me? Motherfucker, I've been mad at you. I've been mad at you. You don't see a colossal head in South America that look like a fucking Asian? A Caucasian? Or a Siberian? This whole world look like me. So if you can sit your ass up here and tell me I ain't indigenous to America, you want to bet? I bet you I was here before you. I don't give a fuck about your 30 and 15,000 year fucked up theory. Who is your mama and your daddy, boy? They ain't pale like you. Do you understand that? You got people that are paler than you would tell you everything you saying. Why don't you stop? Who the hell talk? Why don't you stop? You should stop. Especially when your elders don't look like you. Challenge me if you want to. You keep on doing this little old funky shit because you a bunch of lying asses. Let me show you your history. Let me show you when the deal was done, what they did to you. Let me show you where they get the idea of alligator Alcatraz, you natives. Liars. Hold on. We're going to settle this shit right now. Alligator Alcatraz. I know. Did I take it downstairs? I will be right back. I know where I put the damn book. Hold on. Oh yeah, we getting alligator Alcatraz. Yeah, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I got what I needed, but I also that book is up here that I'm looking for, so I gotta find it. But I bought some more. I bought some more fire water. Yeah, I got it all. All you gotta do is have the armor. You got to have the books. You got to have the information. You have to put on that armor suit of information to attack people when they try to attack you, when they get in an uproar talking about who they is and what they is, acting like they don't know who you is. You get amnesia, don't you? Can't nothing start with you. Give me a minute. You upside the head with this, but I gotta show you what the book I'm trying to find is. I gotta show you guys one thing. You were the first mercenaries from Siberia. They brought you here to start trouble, and that's why you did go to schools, because you was savages and you did come from Siberia. You were not indigenous here, and some of you were and did come here, but you had your manners and you integrated. But the ones that didn't, you caused major problems. And that's what you wanted. You wanted the problems. So you're going to sit up here and think you got some honor, and you got honor in this country when you can't even admit that you had copper-colored brother way darker than you that you sold to help out with this hair? You sold the fuck out. You sold me out. You gave me up. I was here first, and you lied. You don't like accepting the fact that you lie about shit? That's no honor. That's bullshit. You a liar. That's just how that go. I don't give a fuck how you shape it. Ain't even all of you either. Because a lot of you are getting on your asses too. Asian community getting on your ass. The Filipino community getting on your ass, because y'all know y'all still related to them people and go back home. How you indigenous here and you go back home there? For real. You know you got a home. What the fuck? Whoa. You deny history as if it wasn't recorded and written down. You deny every fucking thing. That's all you do. Deny. No. Yeah, that's all the fucking. But what you see now. This shit is getting fucked up because of you, not because of who know who they are. And you know too. You just got away, so far away from who taught you. You got amnesia. And you want amnesia because you want to be your own people, and you can't be your own people when you have a beginning that didn't start with you. That's your real beef. You know this phenotype older than you. The Japanese had a phenotype older than the modern day Japanese. The Chinese had a phenotype older than the modern day Japanese. Do you understand? The European had an older phenotype than what you call today a European. You are an offshoot. You're not your own type of person with no melanin in your skin. You cannot be serious. I can't take you serious as a person if you're going to lie to yourself that way. You're outside of humanity if that's what you want to do. You're not a real person. You're a graft. If that's what you want to do. You a mute 10 of a person if that's what you want to do. And you're the same person that called me a 5/5, and that's applied to you. The fullest version of man has to have this. You gotta have that. This is Terraria. You have to survive here. That's why you have to survive on the backs of people. And that has come way outside of a melanated equation as well. You understand that? Damn. It's so hard for you people to comprehend the truth because you're so far outside of it. And that's your goddamn fault. You don't get to blame no goddamn body for your misconstrued misconceptions and your unfavorable behavior to the uncontributions to this thing we call humanity. You don't contribute well because you don't want to. You are a taker. You don't understand things like allegories, methodologies, similes. You don't know how to apply them personally and make yourself someone better. You a taker. You're not a learner, you a taker. You're not a builder, you a taker. That's what you do, you take. You can't never say no black American took shit from nothing because we don't have nothing to take. And we also have no fucking friends. Because if we did have a friend, there'd be a whole lot more people telling the goddamn truth and not sitting up here acting as if you could point your fucking finger and wag your finger at a god like me and think that that's okay. Fuck you, man. That's crazy. That's insane. Godly being, and that upsets you. A non-liar, that upsets you. I don't have to put up with that shit from crazy people. I can't. So I'll set myself apart and keep learning. Learning keeps you humble because the more you learn, the more you understand how much you don't. To sit your ass down somewhere. I'm not know-it-all. I know it's applicable to me because I know my history. I never said shit about yours. I don't know your history. I know my specific history. So if my specific history allows me to know more about his story or his story or his story or his story or his story, that's okay with me because I don't know them. I know me. That should be enough for you. But apparently, nothing is good enough for an insecure person. They always want to find a way to be a victim and even be more insecure. That's a fucking personal problem. That has nothing to do with me. You should fix yourself. And that goes for Black Americans. That goes for, me, us, people like us. That goes for us especially. I'm talking to you. This is not for the globe. I don't chastise the globe. I chastise my people. People that act fucked up and act like they don't know who the hell they is. That's who I fuck. That's who I fuck. I'm talking to you. You want to be everything but what you are, and you don't even know who the fuck you are. That's the problem. You are your fucking problem. I'm not to blame. I'm just a messenger that had a message. But for the rest of the globe, we coming. So I don't need you doing your finger fucking wagging either. If you're not championing us, ain't nobody fucking with you either. That's the problem. You got all these Africans out here goddamn making these shows about what's going on in America. Why the fuck y'all do that? Why? Why the fuck do you do that? Thank you for championing us. I appreciate it, but there's a better way than still getting paid on our backs. This shit is sad. Anyway, let me get to the next whoop moment. Shit. Laws are made to suppress the Aboriginal populations globally. Laws are made to suppress Aboriginal populations globally. That's including you, Africa. So why you always so busy calling me a kata? Why? Again, focus on yourself and focus on your mental mind concepts that have totally blew your fucking brain away. Because you sure love acting like me, dressing like me, talking like me, being like me, and you can't even fucking help it. You know why you can't help it? Because the reason why the melanated global people, they know one thing about the Americas. Those people were amazing. They always have been amazing. But why are they dealing with them lying-ass white people? Why are they dealing with them lying-ass people? Why are they dealing with the people that fuck us up? So y'all got this conundrum in y'all mind like we like them. No, we have our own set of issues. But when you come over here, ooh, you align yourself so close to the dominant society. Your tongue remains out and your mouth stay open. And they can do whatever the hell they want to do, y'all. That's what we be like, wow, dude, damn, oh my God. Oh yes, sir. They don't work hard. That's such a shame. These people have all these opportunities, and they are just sitting on it. They are lazy bastards. They are terrible people. They ain't shit. You come over here to the Americans and you can actually win. These lazy black Americans are awful people and they steal from immigrants like me. Poor man trying to have $2 or $4 or $5 in his pocket to make a way for me and my family. You lying cocksucker motherfucker. You are a dirtbag. You shit on me in my own country. Act as if I am just this low, despicable life of a person. And look at your black dumbass. Look at you black nigga. You look at you. Look at you stupid nigga. That white man, your friend, you fuck him over. Man, you. So when you put two and two together, you start understanding. Wait a minute. The affairs of West Africa. That's what happened when you actually did make a deal with Europe, your buddy. Yeah. And y'all did send Africans to the Americas in all points and periods of time. Not a whole lot, but you wanted to stir up so much strife, hatred, and distortion with American Indians. You even sent American Indians to Africa because we were unruly and untamable to your liking. Because it wasn't ruling untamable like we were uncivilized. No, your rules were fucked up and they saw it and they knew it. They knew everything you doing was fucked up. So you figured out a way to get rid of them because they're gonna fuck up the red man out of y'all. He say, no, we gonna do this. Fuck that nigga. Hey, he's my brother. He taught me shit, but hey, I'm trying to go with the rest of the world. So opportunism was born then. Right here, opportunism with the red man, yeah, with the Spanish, yeah, all these different, yeah, even the all that shit. Yeah, fucking was manipulation, having sex and marrying. That shit was a tool. That shit was a weapon. Fucking was a weapon. Raping was a weapon. Having goods and services was a motherfucking weapon. It made life easy. Y'all don't know how to think about. You don't know how to put yourself in those specific times to where you can understand all this shit was weaponized. Everything of pleasure was weaponized because everything was terrestrial, hard living. So pleasure can be used as a weapon in every form of facet, including trinkets. And that's why some motherfuckers are so akin to, let me have it, let me borrow it, let me do that. You won't get your own. You a beggar. Next whip moment. Now you know who was the strongest Aboriginal, the American Indian. You know the one you admire specifically, and you know every reason why you admire because you can't measure up for real. We'll mop the goddamn floor with y'all motherfucking ass. You try to raise up against us. You know what God gonna really look like then. See, do we bleed? Yeah, we hurt just like you. Probably more, a little sensitive, maybe. I didn't say weak, but our senses are very heightened. We've been through a lot. We suffer from what you call, let me show you something. American Indians suffer from this. See? Post-traumatic slave syndrome. Let me give you a little Dr. Joy DeGruy. She's one of my favorite professors. She's the real deal, see. Just like AE, she the real deal too. That's why I love bringing AE on the show. But this lady here, let me tell you something. Chapter 1, don't even notice race. Chapter 2, whole of 3/5 dehumanization. Chapter 3, crime against humanity. Chapter 4, post-traumatic slavery syndrome. Chapter 5, slavery children. Chapter 6, healing. But let's go to this, the one I was talking about with chapter 3, the crimes against humanity. Chapter 3. And what page is this? 46. So, that's chapter 2. I need chapter 3. I was going to read that one, but I need 70. Page 70. That's right. Here we go. Crimes against humanity. In the fall 2004, one of my visits to New York, I asked to speak with a group of 16 and 18 years old incarcerated young men. Though I thought I had often spoken to young prisoners, I was not prepared for what awaited me this time in New York. I was going to Rikers Island. We were driving in a set of bungalows, and the last stop before crossing the bridge to the prison. I watched as hundreds of cars traveled to and fro from across the bridge, unaware that it led to exclusively an island of prisoners. The traffic was not different from any other bridge it had traveled during my visit to New York over the years. Non-stop movement, endless fairways, bound to various destinations. Albert, less restricted than Rikers, but oftentimes no less dismal. One of the only look at the city poorest neighborhoods. We had made our way over the bridge. We could not describe the awesome feeling of dread that began to shroud my emotions. A sea of barbed wire and razor-sharp edges resembling the ominous rows of teeth of the great white shark stretched across the far of my eyes could take it. But the predators that inhabited this island did not live in the turbulent waters, which in which I was told was a large penal institution in the world, the largest penal institution in the world, in the Americas. These predators wore a drab uniform, captives, and there were no less dreary garb of armed prison guards. The guards had added wardrobe accessories of weapons that seemed to come all in sizes and shapes. The only color that you can recall from my visit was gray. The gray color covered more than buildings and uniforms in a massive prison. It seemed engulfed the spirit of inhabitants. We drove and I asked my escort school administrator about the demographics of the prison. The prison roughly had 15,000 employees and 14,000 inmates, made up of men, women, and youth. He said, matter-of-factly. I was stunned and managed to ask the question, what is the racial or ethical makeup of this inmate population? The result of even more devastating reply, he hesitated a bit before answering it and bore the personal shame associated with his response. The inmate population is 85% African American. He also staggered that he didn't even hear who compromised and remained 15%. I became numb and hearing only my heart beating in my ears, and I wondered how many Americans were aware of the island penitentiary that housed a multitude of nameless black people. And the people were aware. Why was there no public outrage? Why was there no public outrage? That's the descriptive definition of post-traumatic slave syndrome. Do you understand now that we have never experienced a democracy in America ever? We're all not free. Half of us are in prison or have been incarcerated. And the other half are free. And let's just say about half of them are sick with HIV or any disease, cancer, sickle cell, all these different things that can kill you and wipe you out. And what if I told you that everything that has happened to you and that has been going on with you has been done on purpose and the world capitulated? Ladies and gentlemen, that's the show tonight. It's the Will Is Podcast. I appreciate you listening in. Damn. You know what? I can't even close the show tonight. I wanted to on that note because that had me coughed up a little bit. I still got whip moments for y'all asses. I got to get to. Let me get that real quick. Check it out. All right. The denial was the planting of the deepest root as in the soil. They had to plant the denial of who you were very deep. So that you could never, ever even muster up the thought that you are originally and aboriginally indigenous to the Americas. It's just point blank and period. About 95% of us. Seriously. Okay. And then adoptions were actually done here in the United States first. The adoptions are taken care of and forming an ideology of a person you're more aligned with. That's the tribal mindset ideology. But anyway, next whip moment. You become the very person you so-called despise. Damn. You know, even black people become white supremacists these days. You know who I'm talking to. Yeah, there are a great deal of black, white supremacists. Yeah. They have the highest altitude of self-hate. They're like Candace Owens. You know, she's kind of like that parallel, like self-hate and Candace Owens. Her face is kind of like the goddamn, she's the poster child for self-hate. Literally. Next whip moment, because I'm ready to get up. I'm ready to get up. I love you guys, but that shit made me kind of heavy in the heart. So let me do this last whip moment. We're going to leave on a beautiful note. Let's go. Thank you for letting me know, because now it makes sense. So now we understand the disdainment from the Asian community, Latin community. We already know the white community. But the black global melanated community, we understand too. You wanted in on the ass whooping too, huh? Everybody wanted a piece of this ass to kick. Everybody want to stomp on somebody that's precious. And then want to say, my story just like yours. I'm just like you. And but that shit wasn't all good a week ago. Damn. Remember what you did? I'm not gonna say it. You know what you did. I love it. I think it's fucking amazing. I think these times are warranted due to the lack of appreciation, respect, honor, and love for humanity. You hated humanity and you hated humans too. You despised the American Indian, the black Aboriginal to North America. That's what you did. Despised me. I still don't hate you. You never mattered to me like that, so it's all good. Like, as long as you cool, I'm cool. We can apologize. You can apologize. Everything good. We good. But I know what you know what you did. You know how you really feel about me. So I have to educate you about me, because you don't know me, but I do know you. Now you know me. But I know you too. I know you Chinaman. I know you Siberian. I know all y'all. You know me too. You just don't like the fact that your ass ain't who you think you is. Or maybe you are. I just did it longer than you. You took it. That make you a thief too. Native. Kinda. Native-ish. They like these Jewish. Yeah, you native-ish. Yeah, you motherfuckers native-ish. And you know it, Siberia. The only way you American is through me. The only way you got the blood. Native-ish. You know it's true. Try me. Native-ish. You're native-ish. Thank you for letting me know. It all makes sense now. That's the show tonight. That's it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm done kicking everybody's ass. Show Liz. But I ain't kick your ass. I educated you. I don't think about fucking with you. I think about you not fucking with me one day. That's what I really think about. I really think about you respecting me for who the fuck I am for real one day and stop playing with me. Don't play in my face, stop playing with me, and I won't play with you. We can get along and be happy and enjoy the world and the globe without all of this bullshit that you brought to my shores. Understand that. I didn't do it, you did. I'm home, you're not. Get some manners about yourself. Maybe there will be some wonderful things that can happen for the globe in the future. We need to understand that as a collective and together. Again, this is the Will This Podcast. We really do love you, but we talk a little tough sometimes, so you have to understand where we're coming from. You have to really fucking get it. Because if you don't, it's going to get you. So, that's it. Favorite part of the show? That's the show tonight. But check it out. The will is yours. Be cool, people. We love you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to love the show. Don't get pushed motherfucker out. You understand what I'm talking about? Peace.